Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing fine today. Here's Abdul, and today we have a video about the Boldr Safari GMT Banff. As you can see, I have it still in the box. So what I will do is I will show you the unboxing of it, and then I will cut the video, wait a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks, make a shorter segment to include my first impressions, and then wait maybe another couple of weeks and then make a longer segment to include the review. So in this video you will be seeing the unboxing, my first impressions, and the review of this Boldr. So it might seem a little bit longer than my usual videos, but because of this new format that I'm trying out. So let me know if you do like this new format, or I should go back to the other format where I combine the unboxing with the first impressions and then separate them with the review a longer period of time, of course. So let's get down to the business and get the watch out of the box. Oops. Thriving in the undefined. Can put the patch here, I like that. Really nice color, purple and orange. Very they should have made this also purple, that would be nice, but yeah, very funky colors. So what we have here is the Banff Safari, the GMT Banff Safari with NH34. So this is a sports watch from Boldr with a diameter of 14 millimeter, thickness of 12, let's say 12.5, and vector lock distance of 48. Runs on NH34, like I said, GMT movement from Seiko. As you can see, has a stainless steel case, stainless steel bracelet, milled clasp, has 3 micro adjustment placements. And it has a fixed bezel with a 24-hour screw down crown. I think 200 meters water resistant, and winding and hacking as well. As you can see, they move together. So the GMT here is not actually correct. So what you do is you go to the second position. Instead of moving the date, you move the GMT hand, and now it's set. At least 6, it should be 18. So 6 o'clock should be 18, and then when I move it now forward, let's see if the date will switch. So the date doesn't switch, so that means I'm off by that much. So that's 12 o'clock midday, and now it should be aligned correctly. Yes, perfect. And on the inner dial you can see also the 24-hour counting. So you have the same on inside the dial and on the outer, let's say, bezel. Screw down crown, like I mentioned before. The fixed aluminium bezel has like the two colors, the blue and black, or like greenish blue, let's say, and sapphire crystal with AR coating, sapphire exhibition case back with an animal of a zebra, I think. Yeah, and this is how it look on my 17.1 centimeter wrist, 6.69 inches. As you know me, most probably I'll take it off the 20 millimeter bracelet they sent it with, and it doesn't look too integrated in the case for me. Yeah, the watch is $410, so I'll wear it for the next couple of weeks and let you know what I think about it. Oh, I forgot to show you the lume. So we do have lume on the hands indices. I'll do also a lume test, so be sure to check the shorts on the channel where I will make the lume test. Anyways, see you in a couple of seconds where I will show you my first impressions on the watch after a couple of weeks of wearing. So, what did I find out about this Boldr watch in the couple of weeks I've been wearing it? First off, the drill dogs, really helpful to change straps. Already have here the quick change. You have here the zebra on the back, as you can see. Other thing that really nice is the loom. So if I open the loom here, you can see, which you can check out the video, the loom test as well, on both the time telling hand and GMT, and also on the tip of the seconds, all the numerals, the indices, also 24 hours numerals of the bezel, and you have also a box on the date window, which I really like as well. You have the screw down crown, 200 meters water resistant. Didn't test it out that I took it swimming or anything, but maybe I'll take it to quick swim when I have time the next couple of days, weeks, before I do the final, let's say, rounding of the total experience of the watch, which then I'll put it on the time grapher. I like that it has this matte finish to it, so it does really doesn't stand out, let's say. So you can wear it with this strap, and it does look quite nice. Oops, let me get this. So I have a 17.1 centimeter wrist, which is 6.69 inches. So a medium-sized wrist, and you can see how does this look on my wrist with this rally sports style rubber strap. I think it does add cool factor to it, gives it this sporty look. Been wearing it on this strap non-stop, to be honest. The other thing I found out about the watch, oops, Safari is good, yeah, that's good. The other thing is that you can move the GMT hand independently by moving the crown forward. As you can see, I'm moving it independently. So that's the thing. And of course, the other way around, you go and you change the date. So I'll continue wearing it for the next couple of days, weeks, and come back in the next couple of seconds to round up my total experience with this watch, put it on the time grapher, and give you my verdict. So the last section of the video, I will cover the review. It's been now almost more than 2 months. Wore it for 1 month on different straps. The past couple of weeks I've been wearing it on the bracelet, and I have to say I like the bracelet. I have a couple of remarks, or let's say stuff that I think would have been a bit better, but let's not argue. This watch is like 400 euros, so still a very good quality for the money. You get the milk clasp, which is great, but you only get 3 micro adjustments, which is very unfortunate, because I used this in 1 day. So basically now it's wearing too tight, as you can see, and I used to have it maybe late at night in the first one, and if it's colder, and then throughout the day when it gets warmer, I need more and more micro adjustments, and there is no micro adjustments in the fly, which is unfortunate as well. But milk clasp, it feels also solid on the wrist. As you can see, the back side with the zebra, so you don't get any kind of jiggle or feeling of rattling. So the bracelet is very stable, but I don't like how it looks on the case. It's not well integrated, in my opinion. It is just an afterthought bracelet to this movement. That's why most of the time I was wearing it on straps, like this strap, for instance, from Artem. A little bit of olive to the blue. I also, most of the time, actually I wear it on this strap. So the black with the rally holes, as it looks really nice on it with the black part of the bezel. So it does look quite nice. Also the gray Hydroflex is a good option, as you have this color scheme with the black and the blue. Also, this white Hydroflex would look really good on this watch. Have a really nice, maybe more spring or more summer vibes. And last but not least, some crocodile leather strap, gray, as you can see, also works really well on it. So it's time now to put it on the time grapher and see how it's doing. So as you can see on the time grapher, it's doing around -4, -5. And I can say for the past couple of weeks, it's have been keeping time quite well. Didn't need to change the time or anything to align it with my mobile phone. So that's always a good sign. So my closing remarks on the watch, I really enjoyed wearing this watch. Thanks to Boldr again for lending me this watch out to test and review. The loom is great. I have to say, really like the loom on the outer bezel and on the hands, on the indices, and the GMT hand. As you can see, very well loomed watch. The price is good, finishes quite well. Very nice watch. Bracelet could be a bit improved, but like I said, for 400 euros, that's a good deal in my opinion. And as always, this is an invitation to like, subscribe, hit the bell button. If you have any questions about this watch or any other watch, leave them in the comment section, and you will find the subscription button here and 2 videos on the right and on the left that you might enjoy. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody.